Hey, it's Kier.
And hey, it's Tommy. And welcome to our April reading log. We
Read a little bit this month.
yeah, Kier clearly read more than me, as you're gonna see. But yeah, I had finals and stuff and a lot of schoolwork this month, so I didn't get to read as much manga as I wanted to, but I read a little bit. I just kept up with my ongoing series, and I read a few volumes of something new. So let's get right into it.
All right, I guess me first since I have a lot.
Yeah, you got a lot to get through.
The first thing I read, well, actually I started. I haven't read the whole thing yet, but that is GTO. So I'll show you that. I read the first 2 volumes. I didn't really know what to expect with this series. I mean, obviously I've heard that it's really good. It's about basically a delinquent becoming a teacher. For some not so great reasons, essentially. Like if you've read the series, you know what I'm talking about. But I'm really having a lot of fun with this series, and I will be finishing it in the month of May. I just had some other stuff. We had a lot of stuff going on, so it was I didn't get to finish this one, but definitely looking forward to going back to it.
All right, that sounds good. All right, so I guess the first series I'm going to start with is Don't Toy With Me, Miss Nagatoro, Volume 6. This is one of the ongoings that I'm currently reading. The anime actually just started airing, so we've been watching that every week, and we've been really enjoying that.
That's really good.
Yeah, it really is. And yeah, in this volume, I know it's the art festival, or I'm sorry, the art.
Yeah, it is art. Or it's
well, I'm calling it
the school festival.
Yeah, it's a school festival.
But
there's a competition going on in it, and it was a really high stakes volume because if our MC lost, then he was there were gonna be some repercussions. But it was a really good volume. It was really funny.
Yeah, we both really like this series a lot, so
yeah,
big fans.
Big fans.
All right, the next thing I have is Waiting for Spring, and this is volume 14. This was the last volume. It just came out last month, and I really like this series. This was it's like a shoujo about this girl. She's friends with some guy, makes some friends with some guys on the basketball team. I wouldn't call it like a reverse harem or anything like that, but it's just a really cute shoujo. I really liked it. I would definitely recommend it if you've never heard of it or never picked it up. It was really, really good. So I love a sweet, wholesome series sometimes, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Alright, so next volume we got here is Jujutsu Kaisen Volume 9. This just came out in April. And in this volume, it goes more into Gojo's backstory, or I'm saying his Gojo's flashback. And if you don't know what Jujutsu Kaisen is, I mean, you gotta get on it. I mean, it's one of the most popular.
At this point, you need to try it out.
Yeah, for sure. It's one of the most popular series out, and it's for good reason. It's really good. But yeah, this volume was crazy. Honestly, it was got more into it with Toji. Well, I mean, I guess you guys might see that in season 2, so I won't spoil anything that goes on in this volume. But it is action packed.
And the thing with Jujutsu Kaisen and also this next series is that we do read them on the Shonen Jump app, so we are already caught up to what's online.
Right.
But we do buy the physicals and then read them and everything. So I'll go into this one. So Chainsaw Man Volume 4. We like the biggest Chainsaw Man fans right here. Love Chainsaw Man, and this got one of my goats on the cover right here. Aki. I just love this cover so much.
Sadly, my goat doesn't have a cover in Puchita, but one day.
But this volume was crazy. These volumes just get crazier and crazier. People that only read the physicals, y'all don't even know what to expect. Oh my gosh. So
yeah, it was from start to finish one of my favorites.
If you're avoiding spoilers for the series, congratulations, because they're out there.
I was gonna say, yeah, you gotta duck those as much as possible.
This series is so good. Can't wait for the anime. Can't wait for part 2. Just everything right here.
Talking about Chainsaw Man just keeps me excited all the time.
Love it so much.
Alright, so the next series I'm going to get into is Blood on the Tracks Volume 5. And Volume 4 left off on an insane cliffhanger. So getting Volume 5 I was super excited for. And yeah, in this volume, I just don't understand how Shuzo Oshimi can do what he does, because he just with his thrillers and his psychological stories, you just can't stop reading them. And it's tough to keep up on the volumes because you just want to continue reading, but once you finish it, you're like, oh my gosh, I gotta wait again. But Blood on the Tracks for sure. If you don't know, it's about a gaslighter.
Oh my
Gaslighter the mom. Nah, she it's about a mom and her son, and they well, I don't know. It's about what a mom's willing to do to protect her son. I'll just say that.
I keep putting that one off because I don't want to get hooked on it. So
I told her I'm not gonna say my dialogue. I'm not gonna say my agenda.
Yeah, let's save that one for another time. The next one I read, this was another volume that came out this month, and this is An Incurable Case of Love, volume 7. So this was the last volume for this series, and I had been picking this up. I seen it at Barnes & Noble when the first volume first came out, and I had picked it up as like a buy two get one sale. And I read the first volume, and then I just kept picking the series up, but I was waiting for it to end before I read it all. So I went back and reread all of this month, so 7 volumes, and I didn't really like it too much. It was alright. I can't really say like anything about it. It's about this girl who meets this doctor whenever like she's like in high school, and she like falls in love with him, so she basically follows him. Like she becomes a nurse so that she can go work at the hospital and like see him again. Of course he doesn't like even know who she is at first, like, who are you? And he's like, you know, she thinks he's nice, but he's like actually like mean. I don't know, but it was alright. Nothing like to like hype up or anything like that, but yeah, so I did read this month.
So if you saw me bug out my eyes, it was because for the longest time I've been just calling the series An Incurable Case of Mid, and I guess I was right. Like I feel bad.
You know, it wasn't bad. A lot of people like it's just by Maki and Joji. A lot of people really like her as like a josei mangaka, but like I don't know, this one just didn't really like.
You didn't like it as much?
It didn't really do anything for me. She wrote Happy Marriage, which is actually like a really good series that I really do like. But this one just was like, Well, that's all I have to say about that.
For me, well, yeah, there was no surprise there. I read also Crying Freeman, volume 1 of the omnibus. I think these are 2 ones. I'm not too sure, but these I started this month, and honestly, I'm really enjoying it. It's a lot different than I'm saying a lot different. It's a little different than I imagined, but it's pretty good. It's just crazier than I expected, if that makes sense. Which I guess that I didn't really have any expectations since this is my first Ryoichi Ikigami work, and yeah, but I'm really enjoying it. Like I said, he's an assassin who every time he kills his targets, he'll cry, and I was intrigued by that. And from reading it, I now know why, and it's a really good series so far. It's super mature, so beware of that. And yeah, I really do like this series so far. The art's pretty good. Got some Chinese stuff. It's a really good series so far, though. I'm really liking it.
Yeah, that was actually a recommendation from the comic store owner that like we like to go to, so we had to get that. But I'll get to read it soon, but not yet. So, next one, I got Those Not So Sweet Boys Volume 1. This volume just came out this month. I kept seeing people that I follow like on Instagram pick up this volume, so you know, and I like the art style, so I just wanted to pick it up. This is another
that name just sounds interesting. Those Not So Sweet Boys.
Yeah. Essentially, like, this is a girl. She meets this guy she thinks he's really nice, to come to find out like him and his friends are like a group of delinquents essentially. And so now she's tasked with she has the task of making sure they go to school. She owes the principal for something, so he gives her this job, so now she's following them around essentially. This is by the same mangaka that does That Wolf Boy Is Mine. If like you read shoujo, then you probably know what that is. But yeah, really good art. It's really good so far. I already pre-ordered the 2nd volume, so I'm definitely looking forward to reading more. I don't know how great it's gonna be, but it's definitely what do you call it? It's definitely interesting so far, so we'll keep up with it.
That's good. The final physical series that I have been reading is, oops, can't show that backwards. Inside Mari's volumes 1 and 2. This is a gender bender series or gender swap series. It's not by Shuzo Oshimi, of course. And honestly, yeah, so far I'm really enjoying this series. It's about a guy who ends up in this person. He's been, I'm not even gonna say stalking, but following his body. And she's a high school student. He was a college loser type person. And so far it's been really suspenseful because he's just trying to learn how to live her life, because he's never been heard. I don't know. I guess no one's ever been anybody, but yeah, it's just been it's just been kind of crazy, but I'm really liking it so far. I want to see where it goes. So we have 1 through 6, so I'm gonna try to get through the rest of those in our next.
And I know 7's already out, but we just don't have it yet.
Yeah, not yet.
All right, so I have a couple more, not too many. The first thing is Sasaki and Miyano Volume 2. I've talked about this volume before on a channel, or not this volume, but the series. I really like this series. It's like a BL, but it's pretty wholesome, and it reminds me of like Horror Mia type story, where it's like kind of funny, and then it's just like really sweet, and it's about a bunch of characters. There's a bunch of characters in the story. But yeah, really good volume. I read this series to like chapter like 36 or 38 or something like that online like a long time ago before it got licensed. So now I'm just reading it as it comes out, and also I heard this is getting an anime soon, so that's something to look forward to.
Yeah, something to check out.
Yeah, because this series is really good. I really like it. Then I reread a bunch of stuff this month actually, so I'm just gonna talk about that.
I tell her to stop doing that, but she just does it anyway.
I guess like how people say like my comfort series or whatever. I don't know, but like I was just in the mood to like reread like some shoujos, so I have a couple. The first one is Beauty Pop, and this is a 10-volume series. So here's volume 1, here's volume 10, and I just really like this. First of all, I just always like the aesthetic of like this girl. I don't know why. But
she got the dad hat.
yeah, I used her like as a profile picture for like a long time, but before I even read the series. But this series is really good. It's about a girl that cuts hair, and then also a guy that cuts hair. But
they give those lineups.
Given lineups. But yeah, this series is really good. It's only 10 volumes. I feel like I wish it was longer, but like it ends at a good spot, so it's like whatever. But really good series here. It's an old one.
Sorry about that.
Then the next thing I read was actually digital, so I'll just put like a picture up here.
Yeah, right above my face.
But that is Strobe Edge, so by Io Sakisaka. But I really like this series a lot. I actually read this because I needed to read something on my phone, because I couldn't have a book with me for a couple days, so I read this on my phone, and I really like this series. I read it like 3 or 4 times already by now. It's about a girl that likes a guy, but he already has a girlfriend. So it's kind of like, a big deal, like a bad thing. But yeah, everything works out. You know how
homewrecker.
You know how shoujos are.
That's crazy.
But everybody ends up happy at the end, right? That's all that matters. But that was really good. That one is, I don't really know how many volumes that is. I think it's
Strobe Edge is 10.
10. Yeah, it is 10. You're right. It's 10 volumes. And so then after I read that, then I had to read this, which is Blue Spring Ride, also by Io Sakisaka, and she wrote this one after Strobe Edge, and I actually hadn't picked up volume 13 for like a long time, and so finally I was like, let me just pick it up. So I picked up volume 13, and I reread the series for like probably like the 5th or 6th time, but I like it every time, so that's just how I am. I don't know why do I reread series all the time? I don't know.
At least you like them.
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, except for something coming up in a little bit.
Oh, no. Yeah, the last volume I have I don't like, but that's okay. The next thing I have is I Hear the Sunspot. This happens to be the 5th volume in the series. I don't know, I just like the pink spine. But this is also a BL. This is like barely a BL, but basically these two guys become friends. One of them can't really hear, so it's about like the struggles of like them communicating, I guess, between him and the other guy that can't hear very well. I really like this series. I read the first volume like at the library, and so I picked up the rest, and I was really liking it. But it's a really frustrating series, so I know it has mixed reviews. Some people don't like it, some people like it, and I can definitely see why, because it's super frustrating. Like they spend more time like arguing or like fighting or not talking to each other than they do talking to each other, like because they're always having like misunderstandings. I was getting so frustrated. Everything gets resolved like in this volume, but like the last like 3 volumes before this, I was literally like going insane. Like, what is going on? But I had already bought all the books, like I was gonna read them all anyways. But definitely a frustrating series, but it's pretty good if you can hang in there. Like it's good. But I also know that this got I want to say it got
what did it get, Kier?
What is it called?
An award?
No, like it's gonna keep on going. So like it got some more volumes like approved, I guess.
Yeah, I didn't know what word you're still going for. But...
Yeah, I don't really know where I was going with that. But it's gonna be longer, so there's gonna be some more volumes coming out of this at some point, probably you know, over the next 2 years or so. I would guess. I don't know. But yeah, it was pretty good. I can't really like talk too bad about it, but yeah, it was really frustrating. So I can understand why people wouldn't like it. And then the last volume I have.
Hey, don't look at me.
This one's a stinker, so, but this is Mint Chocolate Volume 2.
But you gotta see, she continues to read it.
So, you know, at this point, it's like a meme, like, to read it. But, this is about step-siblings that like each other or whatever. Like, you know, they like each other, then their parents get married. It gives me Domestic Girlfriend vibes, but, like, Domestic Girlfriend also wasted a lot of my time, like, because I read it weekly when it was coming out.
You guys see, she continued to read that, and
I
she's
hated
continuing
myself.
to read
Like,
this. So.
maybe I'm a masochist, I don't know. But, yeah, I don't know. I picked this up just to, like, see what it was, like, the first volume, and then, like, I read it, and it was super cringe. But, like, I picked up the second volume for who knows what reason. Will I get the third volume?
Yes.
Probably, yeah. Yeah, I will. But I'll just have to continue slandering on the channel so that y'all know not to buy it, even though I'm buying it. So there you go. But that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
So that was everything that we read. For May, we're doing
no manga May.
No manga May. So we're not buying any manga, even though we did acquire some manga this month.
Yes.
But
we didn't break the rules though. We didn't buy anything in May. Don't worry.
Yeah, we're not buying anything in May. But my goal this month is to read 100 volumes. So actually, we're filming this on the, what is today? The 3rd, and I have not read a single volume yet. So I'm a little bit behind, but I'll still get my volumes done. So next month we should have a pretty long reading log. So, and Tommy's done with school for right now. So aren't you? Didn't you just finish your finals?
I got 2 more.
Oh, forget what I just said. But yeah, hopefully we'll get some good reading done.
Yeah.
Next month. So we got big plans.
All right. So thank you guys for watching. We yeah, we'll be back in the next video.
All right.